Well, I'm going to try and not touch the table. So,
That's your goal for this episode. First episode
my
back.
hand- yeah, keep my
Can
hands
Jono
on.
do it?
I'll just be like,
Just slap him every time. So if you hear a random, at some point, it's just Gillian smacking Jono. I think that'd be great. Great little Easter egg, little bonus feature. Alrighty. Well, we're good to go?
Yes.
Alright, let's do it, everybody. I'm going to look over there, because that's where the camera is now. Hi, camera. And if you're not watching this, I guess you'll have to imagine you are watching. All right. Hello, welcome to Thermaltake, the official Thermaltake Australia podcast. We're back. We're finally back, everybody. Woo!
Yay!
Yeah, non-peaking celebration into the microphone. First podcast of 2021. It's good to be back, and we're back in the studio as well, which has undergone a little bit of a makeover. So yeah, it's very exciting. If you're not watching this, then you'll have to go check it out by watching it afterwards. But listen to it first, and then watch it afterwards. All right, on today's podcast, we're back in the office, as you can see. We're going to talk about our Christmas break, have a bit of a chat, have a bit of a catch-up with you all. It's been a while. Catch you guys up on what's going on. We're also going to talk about Intel entering the GPU market. And we're going to trial a new segment today called Cool Beans, which is exciting. You may see
cool beans.
some beans.
Beans.
As always, you're joined by me, your host, Sarah. And today, for the first episode of 2021, I'm joined by the following wonderful people.
Gillian.
I don't have such a glamorous
You
intro.
can't do it.
Jono!
Oh, you could do it more.
Me.
Yeah, do a little musical number.
No, I'll keep it at that.
Nah, keeping it plain.
Yeah.
Disappointed, man.
How dare you?
So, you guys might have noticed we have some fancy new stuff. Hopefully you can hear fancy new stuff. We have our mics from last year that we used for like one episode and then we couldn't come into the office. And we've got this fancy boy, our roadcaster, who is helping us sound a bit better, hopefully. And so we all need to shun Jono.
Yes.
Shun Jono. Because
Shame.
we do have 3 microphones, but where's the third one, Jono?
I have it.
You have it.
I have it at home.
Yes.
It's pretty good.
It's quite a long distance away.
Shoved in the wardrobe, actually.
Oh, giving it the respect it deserves, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, nice. Very
But it's really
professional.
weird. You guys have the arms and the mics, and every time I feel like,
You
am I
want the
actually
mic.
mic'd up?
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah, you're just like, am I sitting at this table? Or
But
what's
low
going
key,
on?
I think it's good for me because I always
You're
touch
less
the
likely
table.
to...
Bang, bang.
And now they just need to watch out for the rustling of my...
That is true. You
My
guys stay
microphone.
and sit very
So
still.
just don't scratch here. I think it should be good. That cool new Rode Podcaster Pro thingy looks sweet as.
It does.
No idea how to use it effectively.
Just kind of making it up, to be honest.
Bought it and plugged it in.
Yeah.
and
Here we
That
are.
Yeah, audio is not my strong suit, and so we'll see how we go. If it sounds terrible,
I'm sure you'll
Jonas.
let
I'll
us know.
blame this, but
Yeah.
it's really my fault.
We blame Jono again. Lovely. Cool. So how you guys doing? How are we? Welcome in today. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Look, it's been a few months. We're going to be a bit rusty. We haven't done a podcast since like November, I don't think.
I know.
been a while.
I'm
been a
not.
while.
I'm not wearing my PJs from down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't hide with completely different attire.
Yeah.
Ah, it is weird.
Yeah. No. Yeah, been good.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Like last year was a blur. Holidays were a
yep.
blur.
Yeah.
Everything's just been a blur.
Yeah.
And now we're back in the office,
Mm.
and it feels like nothing's changed. I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah. I get you. I
It's
get
just
you.
weird.
Mm.
But yeah, holidays were good. Took some time off. Did some wedding planning. Did some spring cleaning, even though it's summer. But
I mean, I do feel like it's the time of year to do that for us anyway.
yeah,
Like we have that big, we always have, in Australia, we have big long breaks over like usually December and January. But I find that other countries don't really do that for Christmas as much. Like I know it's school holidays, for example, like in America, their big year,
Yeah.
big break in the year is like July.
yeah. The same in Greece as well.
Yeah.
They have like August, September.
Yeah.
Like off.
Yeah. And we have like December, January, February
Yeah.
because it's over summer.
I thought they had a longer period of time too. I
think
find
they
that
might do.
Christmas holidays go a little bit too quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go a little bit too fast because if you start incorporating days with family, then and you have family everywhere, like we do, it
Yep.
becomes we'll spend Christmas Day here, we'll spend Christmas Eve here, we'll spend post Christmas Day there, and
Yeah.
then it's like 2 more days, and it's like welcome back
done.
to the office, yo.
Yeah, and you feel like you haven't had a break at all because
Yeah.
you spent the whole time doing stuff,
Yeah.
which isn't great.
Which I was hoping COVID would be able to step in a positive light. I was like,
Just
please,
come on, if you're going to do
you-
anything.
You've screwed up the whole year of 2020. Can you just be on our
Give
side
me this
for a split
one.
second and be like, no visitors?
Yeah.
or
Just cancel.
refrain the visitations
Yeah.
or limitations on travel
Yeah.
just for this period of time.
Mm.
You know, but nah, we're all meant to be having jolly Christmases, but you know.
Yeah. I remember a friend of mine who lives back in Adelaide, when they had their little snap 7-day lockdown they were meant to have, she was like, oh my God, 7 days off. She was like she'd like prepared all this stuff and she was going to do all these things, and then they cancelled it after 3 days and she was so upset. She was like, I have to go back to work. Like she was so angry.
That's actually
I was
kind
like,
of
well,
funny.
there's an example of someone who did benefit a little bit from it. 3 days off,
Yeah.
not bad. I guess. Take what you can.
I know we still had to work, so we didn't really have.
Yeah.
Any
Yeah, we were all work
working
from home. Mm.
Yeah.
Which we are fortunate for.
Yes,
we
yes.
are fortunate we can,
Yeah.
because a lot of people couldn't at all.
Lost their
So
jobs.
yeah, so it's a rough climate.
Yeah, it's an interesting one working from home. And then you think when it comes up to the Christmas break, it's like, well, why do you need a break?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when you're working at home, I think you can start to blur the lines a little bit.
Yes, it is a bit
I've
weird.
actually kind of enjoyed it though. Like at the beginning, I really hated working at home, but then towards the end of it, I actually started really, really liking it. And yes, I would jump in on like 11 o'clock at night and like try and finish some video work and things like that, because it's when I was more active.
Yeah, well, they do say that there are people whose productivity is like at its highest at like different times. Like not everyone is designed to be the most productive from 9 to 5. Like some people are like for me, I feel like my hours of productivity are from about like 4 to about like 8. I don't know why. I probably get more done in the last like hour of work than I do like all day. And I don't know what it is. I just start being like, yes, I want to get everything done. And then I could just keep going. Like I could just keep working for like 3 more hours because I just feel so productive.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it goes. It's crazy. And for you, it's 11 o'clock
Yeah,
apparently.
11 p.m. to like
Very
2 a.m.
convenient time.
Pretty cool, pretty
Ooh.
good.
Sorry, table.
Beat up that
Well.
table.
Bang.
Yeah, I
Got it.
spent most of my Christmas break trying to fit in visiting family, but then riding the bike. That was good.
Riding the old bike around.
Riding the bicycle.
Yeah. You know, it's a good weather for it too.
It is. It's great, actually. It's although Victoria is really cool because it's got mixed conditions, so there's always like, and I think the other cool part about Victoria being so big is that if it's really crap in one spot, I just look at the
Just
weather
kinda keep
in the
going.
other side
Yeah.
of the state, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh well, I'll just drive 2 hours that way.
Go over there.
Which we did actually at one point. We went up to Bright and we're going to spend the night camping there, which we did, and then the next day we're just going to spend on the bikes all day, riding down the mountain. And then it turned out that day didn't agree with us and started spitting out rain, like stupid amounts of rain, 40
Yeah.
mils, I think. It was
Oh my
ridiculous.
gosh.
So we looked at the weather and like on the
That's
other
when
side
he
of
looked at the
Victoria.
weather.
Yeah, at that
I didn't
point.
look at the weather like a couple of days
I didn't wanna
ago.
jinx
all the
that.
way to Bright and then look at the weather.
Yeah, it's like three hours up north. That's fine. And then looking at the weather on the other side of the state, it's like no rain
Nothing.
at all. So like, well, boys, let's go. So
Cool.
we
4-hour
from
road trip.
we went from like my house to Bright is like 3 hours or like 2 hours and 40 or something. Not that long, I would consider. The other guys are from Pakenham, which is like it's huge.
bit
It's like
further.
4 hours.
That's a whole day.
And then we went to Harcourt in the end, which is like an hour away from my home normally, and then like 4 hours away from them. It was just a good road trip.
Yeah, well, you probably spent more time driving than you did actually biking at the end.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah,
it's
don't
fine.
worry about that part.
It's fine. It's the journey that matters, not the destination,
They got
wherever that
30
is.
30 minutes of
I got to
riding.
sleep in
Yeah,
my
yeah.
car. Yeah, I got to visit Bright for a little bit.
Yeah, this is great.
It's fine.
Oh, All right. Did any of you guys get any of you guys play any cool games over the break, or get any juicy new tech gifts over Christmas you want to have a chat about, or anything like that as well? Julian's like, it was a few months ago.
Yeah, I'm like,
Julian's just like erased 2020 from her mind,
yeah,
which is
all
fine.
the start of this year.
I think we should just erase 2020.
Yeah.
Like whatever we turned last year for our age, we'll just turn that again this year. I think,
that's
'cause
what I've been saying.
doesn't
to everyone.
count.
I'm not turning 30 this year. I'm
No.
gonna be.
You're 29 because we're redoing 2020 because it was such a farce. It
Yeah.
doesn't deserve to exist.
Exactly. I don't remember what I bought. What I got for Christmas.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember too. But I mean, at the same time, we got
Nothing.
some new stuff. Like we splurged during Black Friday for work. Yeah.
Yes, we
Which
did.
I get
Yeah,
hyped
yeah.
about too. So we've got a new
Yes.
camera.
Yes.
We've got a new lens. We
Yeah.
have this thing,
This beautiful
know.
creature.
this creature. We've got a couple of new things around the office. I went to IKEA and bought some
lights.
light tubes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They looked really cool. So, yeah, it wasn't a really big Christmas, but I think for us that was actually really cool. Like, we didn't at home as well. We didn't want to buy everyone gifts
Yeah.
because it was already a hard year, and everyone kind of agreed on that note. And so
nice.
it just became what it should be about, which is family
Family.
time.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
So yeah, like in terms of the tech space, but there wasn't a great deal personally, but in the office we got lots of cool stuff
Yeah.
and gadgets, which I'm really
did.
cool about. And I mean, we got like wheels for one of the lights, which is like a
Yes.
$30 purchase, but oh my gosh, this is
Such
amazing.
a great quality of life.
So
decision.
good.
So good.
And then I think I spent like if I played games, it was the classic Warzone.
Oh, what? Jono playing Warzone?
Oh yeah,
Unheard
COD's still alive,
of.
guys. COD multiplayer is
Oh
still
my
active. So
God.
I just want to take a moment to thank everyone in the search and destroy lobbies on Modern Warfare.
Just
Like,
sticking
you
it
guys
out.
are the true MVPs.
The real heroes of 2020 were them.
Or is it crossplay? Crossplay is a real hero.
Oh,
actually.
yeah,
It's
right.
keeping everything alive.
Everyone still plays on console, I guess. A lot of people.
Yeah.
Still haven't got Doom Eternal.
No.
No,
Taylor's been Taylor every time it goes on special, he sends me a DM. He's like, dude, it's on special.
it's on special again.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
I think it was like
yeah, I
30,
should."
32 recently.
Yeah, it got
think I
down to
saw
like
it.
$18.
Oh wow!
I should have bought it. But
I should have bought it too.
I
I
do.
make fun of you, but I haven't got
Ah,
it either.
Buy it.
I don't know. I think I get caught up on the fact that it's a single player game, and I really just like playing multiplayer
get-
right
I
now.
Yeah, true, but
I don't know why I won't buy it. I just see it and I go, I should get that, and then I don't get it. But it's more of a meme with you, so we'll make sure to check in next time you're on the podcast again.
Have I
if
bought
you've
it
bought
yet?
it yet.
but he's bought another camera, so yeah.
Yeah.
It evens out. It's fine.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah,
That
that's
way.
right. That's it.
Oh gosh.
How about you, Gillian?
Games. I've just been playing random stuff. Like I was playing a bit of. I always play Battlefield 5 because that's like my go-to. Like I play it for like 2 weeks and then I get sick of it.
Yeah.
Like a month goes by, I play it again, and I get sick of it, and it's the same cycle.
It's just
and
circle
then
of
I
life.
just cry in bed because I want Battlefield 1 to come back, but no one wants to play Battlefield 1 with me. If there's anyone out there that wants to play Battlefield 1 with me,
Hit
please,
Gillian up,
hit me
please.
up. I will play.
TTNZ DMs.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll form a, what is it?
A clan.
Is that what it's called there as well? A clan?
I guess so.
Are they clans in Battlefield?
Yeah, they are.
There are?
Yeah, I've seen some.
Okay, that's
I'm not
nice.
part of any, but you know.
Oh, well, looking for clans. For Julian.
LFC.
Yeah, let's
Nice.
see. Get
But
Julian
yeah,
up.
That's about it. I played a bit of, my memory's great with names and shit. So, sorry.
Yep.
Man, what is it called?
I want to say Escape. Did you play Escape from?
No, Billy
Tarkov?
was playing Phasmophobia, and
Oh, yes.
I was trying to watch him play, but I was like this the whole time, like, waiting
Yeah.
to see what would happen.
Yeah. I haven't tried that yet, but I have watched it. That game went crazy.
Yeah,
There was like, I'd never heard of it. Suddenly Halloween happened and then everyone was playing it. And I was
Yeah.
like, the heck? Where did this come from? I
It's
love
so
games like that.
crazy. Yeah, him and his brother, because he brought his PC over to my house because we just set it all up there like a full LAN and we were just playing. And they were just playing with each other online. It was just the funniest thing. They were like, there's someone there, there's someone there. Oh no! And the door shuts, and they just like start freaking out. I'm like,
Oh my
"No."
god, that would be a good game for us all to play one time.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll pop that on the list.
Yeah, we have to, but I can't do it. I'll be like crying.
It's okay. We'll protect you. It's fine.
Don't leave me.
I'm like, what have I been doing? I don't think I've got anything new tech wise because I did the foolish thing and upgraded my PC around like October, which was probably not the best idea because now my PC is upgraded and then everything went on sale. And then I wanted to check and see if any of the parts had gone on sale, but then Jono, you told me very firmly to not do that. So
Okay, as long as if you don't
I
want to
did
hate
not
yourself,
do
please
it.
don't do it.
Look
Yeah.
at them now.
okay.
Now,
Yeah,
they've
now.
gone up.
Okay, that'll make me feel better about myself
Yeah.
then for the money I probably could have saved but didn't. But the game I have been recently playing and started getting back into, and I love it, and it's a problem. It is a serious problem. It is Stardew Valley.
Oh,
You guys
really?
haven't played Stardew Valley? It's amazing.
What is that?
Bored.
It's like the problem with Stardew Valley is that it's not a game; it's a lifestyle, Gillian. Like,
Mom.
I feel like on paper it looks really lame. Like,
On
I'm gonna
paper?
throw it out there.
On
On
paper.
paper, it looks really lame. It's a farming game. However, there is much more to it than that. Yeah, like you basically just like I said, the basic concept is you're a farmer and you have this farm. But yes, there is farming, but there's also like townspeople that you get to know and you can hang out with them and you can marry them if you want to. There's like fishing and there's mining and there's like kind of exploring and there's little stories and you can customize your farm. And look, once again, I know on paper it sounds really lame, but I assure you and anyone out there who's thinking about playing it that it is really cool and it's cool, okay?
It's interesting because
Well,
I
you've
think
susold me.
Thanks, Julia.
Sarah said it's
get it.
cool, so I'm on it.
Yeah, that's all. The Sarah Cool seal of approval.
What kind of looks like I think it's what I'm thinking of anyway. It kind of looks like a Nintendo Switch game that's ported over to PC.
A lot of people compare it to Animal Crossing,
Yeah.
which is on this as a Nintendo game, but not quite. It has a pixel kind of art style look versus the Animal Crossing, which is more like 3D stuff. I really don't know how to explain it. It's a similar way in which Animal Crossing looks a bit lame, but then when you actually play it, it's pretty cool. I've never played it before, but from what I've gathered, that's kind of what it is. Like people who play it are like obsessed with it, love it to death.
Yeah.
But it looks like it wouldn't be that fun or that interesting. Like, it looks like a game that has like only a surface level of like once you've like watered a few plants, what else is there to do? But trust me, you don't have a Nintendo product and you want a chill game to just like relax with. It is a really fun game to relax
Because
with.
it's not like complete top down, right? It's on an angle on the 45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on a bit of an angle.
Yeah, interesting.
But yeah, it is really cool. And they the creator, it's one dude who makes the whole game.
Whoa.
He did the art, the music, the story, everything, like programmed all of it himself. Absolute legend. And he releases like updates relatively frequently, like a couple a year. And he did one recently, which is why I got back into it. And he added in this whole new area and all these new people and all this, and it's free. You're not paying like extra for it. Like you get all this extra stuff for free. Like it's so cool.
That's a bit
Like
wild.
yeah.
Now, like, what excuse do every other game publisher have
Kinda,
for
yeah.
adding content?
Like, come on, The Sims 4. Stop releasing 2 shirts and charging me $30 when this guy is doing it all on his own and doing it for
Giving me
free.
Yeah.
You know?
I just had like a picture in my mind of you playing the game and then like exploring this new area and you're just like, oh my god,
Yep.
this is amazing.
Yep. That's basically it.
I just had it like in my head. I'm like,
Yep.
oh my
Bangs down the neighbor's door.
Yeah.
You got to come check this out.
Oh, look, the amount of times where like I've died in the mines and gotten angry and scared my cat out of the room. I will not. It's happened a few times. Get so mad. Stupid little green flying things always destroy me. Anyway, Stardew Valley is great. You should play it. But yeah, I've been pretty bad with tech. I haven't really gotten anything new apart from the stuff I got end of last year. But I do want to get a camera.
Ooh.
That is something I want to get this year. So I'll have to chat with Jono here about getting a camera this year because I do want to get one. But yeah. Alrighty, cool. Well, I guess we'll move on to our first sort of segment of the day where we'll talk about something. So I've been following this last couple weeks. Old Mate Intel, small indie company. You guys might have
Old Mate
you
Intel.
might have heard of them. Yeah, they've got a few employees, just a couple. Anyway, so they are looking at going into the graphics card market, like proper graphics card, not how because there's the CPUs that have the integrated graphics cards, but we
Correct.
mean like the
Really?
big fancy going up against like NVIDIA and AMD kind of thing.
Yeah, becoming a third player in that market.
Yes. So
Interesting.
right. So I thought we could talk a little bit about that because that is something that I was reading about end of last year. There was talks about whether it was going to happen or not. This won't load.
Actually,
Thank
yeah,
you.
you're right. I did see that too.
Yeah, they were talking about whether they would do it. And I think it's been talked about for a while about whether they would do it or
Yeah.
not. And it looks like last year with, I guess, AMD's kind of domination, shall we say, another indie company.
I mean,
Another small indie company you might have heard of. I think maybe this has been that thing for them where they're like, oh, I guess we better make a move. But yeah, what do you guys think about this move?
yeah, it's an interesting one because I think there's a lot of it's kind of like a little bit of hype around it, but I don't think it has anything of it's not that exciting yet.
True, there's not really much to see just yet.
No, I think people are just like maybe jumping the gun a little too much.
Yeah.
Because it's Intel and they have to find out if it's going to be worth it in the long run anyway. But they've just released the graphics cards that perform ever so slightly above onboard performance on integrated GPUs on chips. So it's really nothing to be super excited about in that sense. But I can understand why people are just kind of latching onto the idea of like,
Yeah.
oh my God, can we please have a third party into the graphic design, like the graphics card space? Because honestly, I really only see one in that space, and it's NVIDIA. I know
Yeah.
AMD, like I love AMD, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I mean, I was using ATI cards for those who are
throwback.
around from then. So like I always have used them, and I've always tried to support them because
Yes.
the value proposition is much better. But it's never been a great experience. And still now, if people come up to me and ask what card to buy, and they're brand new to PC gaming, I won't recommend an AMD card because, chances are the way that drivers work, they're not going to have a good time. They might for like maybe 4 weeks, a period of 4 weeks in the year where you have your graphics card working the way it should,
Yes.
and then from then on it
It's
goes
just-
downhill.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool, like even though theoretically it'd be a third player, it could potentially just make it, 2, but in a good way. But right now, it's like, is there anything to be excited about? I don't know, not really. I think they said it plays Destiny 2. Anyone play that?
I think people still do.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, it's not like a Titanfall. No, not Titanfall. I'm trying to think of that game, that Anthem, that one. It's not that kind of tankage, but
yeah.
I think they were saying that it can play that, and they include it in the new sort of Tiger Lake laptops.
Yes.
So, maybe in the laptop space, it's kind of exciting.
Yeah,
I mean,
right?
for people who are just looking, maybe for kids, students who are looking for like the laptop that mum and dad might buy to be like to help them with schoolwork.
Yeah.
Can
They
now
can
all of a sudden
convince-
play games.
Like just, that's so convenient.
It is very convenient. Like, I
oh.
think that would be really cool because
Yeah.
I do know I haven't bought a laptop in a long while.
Yeah.
And the only laptop I have is a MacBook. So
Yeah. Your MacBook's how long has your MacBook lasted?
it's been a few years. Like,
Yeah.
I like it. It's solid.
Yeah. Nice.
I've had mine since 2012.
Yeah, it's like
I haven't touched it for 2 years.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah.
It's so slow.
Yeah.
But I think it's because I don't have much like good RAM to use Photoshop and all that on there.
Yeah.
So it's
like-
just dying.
I mean, that's we can go down that rabbit hole. But I guess like going back in time when you purchase laptops,
Yes.
I think the difference between a laptop that could play games and couldn't was pretty stark. Like there wasn't a few laptops in the middle area that you
Absolutely.
could get away with playing some games at low graphics. No, it was like you buy a dedicated gaming laptop, or you buy a laptop that won't open the game.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. There was no in between.
Absolutely.
Whereas now maybe the cool thing could be actually that those entry level laptops
Can have that best of both worlds.
On Saturday and Sundays.
Can
play some Warzone with Jono. So.
Or join Gillian in Battlefield 1.
So that could be a potential cool thing.
Yeah,
true.
that is true.
It makes me laugh because as you were saying that, I was trying to download games on my Mac. I tried to download, the game Day of Infamy. Probably no one knows what that is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god, it downloaded. It was like, it downloaded it pretty quick. I'm like, oh my god, maybe it will work. And then I tried to start it up, and it was just like,
like 3 frames per second.
Because back then, obviously, I didn't know what was needed, what PCs are and stuff. Like for
what
gaming.
PCs are.
Like for gaming, like for
totally
hardware and stuff. And I was so shattered. I remember I was so shattered because I was like looking forward to playing on my bed and playing on the
yeah, this whole vision in mind. Yep. It's devastating, man.
It's very sad.
Very sad.
Times.
Sad times. Yeah, I get what you mean, Jono. Like I'm similar in that I've had Intel products before and they've been great, but I've always for my PCs had AMD because I've kind of mentioned before, but like when you do Photoshop and Premiere, I just find that it's just the better all-rounder to have. And I did have an AMD graphics card prior to the graphics card I have now, and the biggest complaint I have about it, apart from it being really loud, but that wasn't really the card's fault, that was the manufacturer's fault, is the drivers.
Yeah.
I think I went about 2 years almost without having a single driver issue, and then I think I had some weird problems with my screens, so I went to update them, and then I had to download all these other things to update them, and then something got weird, and then all my screens went funny, and then I couldn't, and then for some reason my screens were like duplicated, like I couldn't get them to have separate things, and so like it was terrifying, and I had to I couldn't fix it. There was just nothing I could do. I googled it on my phone, and they were just like, "You're screwed." Like it seemed like no one else had the same problem that I had. Like I don't know how I did what I did, but I just busted it to the point of like just nothing could help me. So I had to do a what is it? Like a reboot system thing where it goes back to like a previous state.
Roll back your drivers.
Yeah, I literally had to do that because there was nothing else I could do to fix it. Because I needed to get into a program to fix it, but I couldn't do it because it was like I couldn't get to the screen to do it. It was a mess. It was a very messy afternoon. And but then the problem persisted because I couldn't update my drivers because when I tried, I broke everything. And so then I was looking at the upgrade, and you guys just basically were like, no, just bail. And it's a shame because I would have loved to have stayed with them, but I just had so much and since then I've upgraded to an NVIDIA and I've not had a single problem. I've upgraded my drivers like 3 times and it's been great. No fuss. So I mean I guess like it comes down to whether Intel can like come to that same level that NVIDIA is at with like reliability and like providing that, because like AMD's been doing graphics cards for a long time and they're still not there.
Sure. Well, I hope Intel do. Like I mean I think it would be awesome.
I think so too.
If they could create, I mean, their CPUs are really good for gaming.
100%.
It's gaming performance has always been pretty awesome on Intel.
Absolutely.
So like, just translate that over to a graphics
and
card.
Then
I mean, it's obviously not as simple as just me saying that. But even if they hit different, like it's just weird though. I mean, I'd love for them to hit like the entry level. Like, where a 1660 sort of sits. But
not
it's
right
kind of
now.
it's kind of like not Intel's thing though. They're not like the budget orientated. They're like, I want to be able to. It's either they give you like really entry level sort of chips that you'd put in a bunch of servers, or you'd put in a lot of pre-built PCs for corporate
Yeah,
use,
yeah.
or you got the high-end enthusiasts.
Right.
Like that's like I see
They
those two
cater for
scales.
those.
So with these graphics cards, it's almost like I think a lot of people are saying they're trying to aim for the 3060, 3070 mark.
Yeah.
But it also seems like that's not really Intel. It should be either they're going to do these just scraping above integrated graphics.
Yeah,
and then,
right?
Like, I'm coming for you 3090 kind of thing. Like
Absolutely.
flagship level
Yeah.
crazy graphics card. I really have no idea where they'd go with it, but
Yeah.
it just
Yeah.
kind of doesn't seem like Intel to be like, we'll just do a moderately performing
Yeah,
thing.
mid-tier level thing.
Like,
Just,
I've never
yeah,
known them to be like, yes, let's just, this chip it's like middle of the road, it's great.
mid-range,
Now,
mid-price.
It's either like Intel, high-end performance
Mm.
chip or nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Or bust.
Yeah. So yeah, it will be cool to see them enter the market though. I think having that extra competition is good. And it means that people, like NVIDIA does have to be a little bit careful, I guess, if that happens, because they're still definitely like the kings of the graphics card. Like even with AMD's releases last year, I don't think they're quite, like from what I was reading something the other day about basically like they're just not even worried. Like they were going to release this extra one, I think. I can't remember which one it was. There's so many now. They were going to release a card, but then after seeing AMD's release for one of theirs recently, they decided they weren't going to worry about it. They're just going to wait a bit longer. They were like so like not bothered by it. They were like, yeah, we'll release it whenever we want. Like they just didn't.
surprised.
They weren't fussed. Yeah.
That's why usually they're like, oh, get this out straight away because.
Yeah. No. I
There's
think.
16 SKUs.
Yeah, they weren't. It's kind of like they weren't that impressed with what AMD did, so they just kind of were like, whatevs. So yeah,
We're bringing out graphics cards.
you know.
That's our next step.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm curious to see how it goes. I'm looking forward to it. I would watch this space because I'm excited for it.
I mean, if you've got opinions or any other information, maybe you can jump in the comments. This is for YouTube watchers.
That's
anyway.
right. Well, you can also comment on SoundCloud.
Oh, there you go.
And if you're listening via Spotify or podcast, you can jump on our Discord and
That's
tell
great.
us your comments there if you have some thoughts and opinions. Look at us. Look at you integrating little
know,
call
I'm
outs
just great.
mid-episode. Oh, my God. New year, new us.
For one
Yeah.
episode.
Remember to like the video, guys, as well, if you are enjoying it.
Oh, yes.
And give it a heart on SoundCloud and
All the things.
all the things. We're going to do it during the middle now, not right at the end.
Yeah.
And then we'll do it at the end as well. But,
Double spam.
yeah, we have to do the spam. Please. Please. Love us. Okay. All right. So to round out the first episode of 2021 today, we're going to try a new segment. Now, I came up with this idea. I need to find it now. I came up with this idea like, I want to say like July last year. But because, because we haven't been able to be in the office together, we haven't really been able to do it. So I thought now is the time. So you may see a jar of jelly beans before you both. You might be able to see it on the screen. You can't see it on audio, so you'll have to watch the video as well so that you can see it.
I want to eat one.
Audio verification.
Yeah. You'll like
Is
put
it
your mic
glass
really
or
close.
what?
I think it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I washed it
Sounded like
before.
plastic.
It does a bit.
We fancy here. We don't have plastic jars, Jono. Oh, well, that's going to be loud. Apologies, listeners.
I do not apologize.
Jono doesn't care. All right. Oh, gosh. No. Why is everything breaking? My connection was interrupted. Oh, okay.
I've been
hold on.
looking at this whole time and I've been wanting to.
I'll let you guys can
one.
just talk for a second.
Do you want to open up that jar?
Do I?
Yeah, you should. I just closed it like
No, why
slammed it shut.
No, it's so hard.
That's what she said. So
Sarah.
I'm sorry, I had to do it. I've been watching The Office recently. It just had to happen.
Stop it. No. Why would you do that? Jono is closing.
Yeah,
jar.
for the audio listeners, they're going to be like, what?
What is happening?
What is
I-
happening right now?
I'm taking this away from
Well, there seems to be a very unfair ratio for the Reds.
There does. I don't know why. There's
Oh,
four.
yeah.
There's 4 packets in there.
It's like 4 to 1,000 when you compare it to the oranges.
Yeah, so apologies if you're rooting for red. Okay, so I've had to switch to my phone because the tablet has done something weird. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, so welcome to Cool Beans. Insert Gillian's cool graphic she'll
Cool
have
beans.
to make for the Cool Beans segment.
Forcing. I love it.
All right. All right, so the concept of Cool Beans is I was inspired by a phrase that Jono said in a video one time that for some reason I just really enjoy Cool Beans. And I wanted to do a segment that had like a physical component to it. And so I came up with this. So
I have no idea.
the idea of Cool Beans, Gillian, is you will look away and pick a bean randomly from the jar. And then the bean colour will correspond to a certain topic that we'll talk about for a little while.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So it's Cool Beans.
Where were you going?
What did you think was going to happen?
Trying to guess how many beans are in there.
I don't know how many. If anyone wants to guess how many beans there are in there,
Well, I eat
let
it
us know.
once, so
yeah, I've eaten one too. So who would like to pick their beans first?
I'll get
That's
jealous.
what she said.
I'm getting Gillian.
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. But
Dip in.
Oh, we'll get that. We'll put that on a
grab jelly
shirt.
bean.
All right.
my hands are sweaty. Wait.
So,
I don't know.
It's okay. I'm okay with this.
it's a
fine.
great first episode back. All right. And Gillian's cool bean
look at
is yes, it's orange. You can eat it as well.
Half of them are orange. Stop.
It's not my fault. I wasn't the bean operator. You can absolutely eat the bean because it is a cool bean. Now you are a cool bean. Oh.
Dear Lord.
Oh, sorry if you're not a big ASMR person. All right, so that means we're going to talk about, which is, I think, a topic we can all chat about a little bit. I've just written down Cyberpunk's release. Discuss how it was received.
I thought it had to do with something orange, like
No,
or something.
So, like, I've written down each color and then a corresponding random topic to go for each color.
I'm sorry.
So, God, pay attention, Gillian. Oh my God, it's a clear, obvious thing.
Totally.
It's not convoluted and unnecessarily complicated at all, okay?
I'm just stupid. I'm sorry.
All right, so
Sorry, now you're gonna be like hearing me munch.
That's all right. I'll take the
yeah. What did
on
you
that
think
one.
about Cyberpunk's release, Jono?
The release. I don't think I was on this episode of your Cyberpunk talk.
We haven't had a Cyberpunk
I
talk.
thought you guys wanted to.
We were going to, but then we had to cancel the episode. So this is the Cyberpunk
this is the
talk. So that's
Cyberpunk
good. I'm glad we
talk.
got it actually, because
There
I
we
do
go.
feel like it is topical.
Well, I think like I stand with the crowd that points their finger and says, "I told you so." Because
Yeah, you
like,
were
honestly,
the whole time.
I mean, it's not like I don't want to be there because I'm like petty like that. It's just that when a game goes through that many revisions and when you're told, it's needs to be polished and then it needs to be polished and then you keep hyping it up, it's going to be a letdown regardless. But I think the mess that it's in right now, or like even upon first release, like that's terrible.
Yeah.
You're never going to gain the trust of people again after that. I mean, my brother actually bought the game. I got to see it through him playing it. I went over to his house. He showed me what it looked like. And I'm not even that thoroughly impressed. I think like in terms of graphics, it's really cool, but it's not, for me, it wasn't groundbreaking. Like I didn't see it as leaps and bounds above, everything
else,
which people were saying it would be.
Yeah.
But yeah, even like, I think asking him, he got it for free because he had enough credits from, I think he sold a bunch of Counter-Strike skins to get enough credits for it. And like, he was even disappointed in that. The fact that like, it's a free game essentially.
Yeah.
It wasn't that great. So
He's like, I want those skins back. Come on.
yeah, that's money. But yeah, even me looking at it, it didn't seem that crazy. But I'm on that camp that I was never really interested in the game anyway. So
Yeah, you
I
weren't
mean,
fussed either way, really.
yeah, I wasn't really.
You didn't
too,
like have
I
a
don't
horse
care.
in the race.
Yeah, I mean, if it was a great game, then it would have been a cool release. But I think it wasn't, and even a lot of true sort of fans may have been lost after that terrible release.
Yeah. How about you, Gillian? Did you kind of heard about it tangentially, I feel, from all of us.
Yeah, and I was watching, like, when that first came out and people were playing, I was watching actual gameplay.
Oh, yes, you were.
Billy bought the game. I didn't play it. I only watched him play. I actually loved watching people play it for the first release. Everyone's, like, so excited and looking at all the different characters, what their stories are and everything. I actually really, really enjoyed watching that.
Yeah.
For me to actually play, I'm not that kind of person that plays that types of games anyway.
Yeah.
But I do love watching it because it looks like it's like a movie for me in a sense, or a TV show.
Yeah,
for
totally.
me. Yeah. I did enjoy it. Some parts I was just like, could have been better. I think, like, I didn't know what to expect from it.
Yeah.
And
right.
I think a lot of people also had this like crazy imagination that it's just going to be like
Yes.
like the future of gaming, the future of our actual world.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, and it's just because we don't know what that is, and then it comes out and you play. You're gonna have like you're not gonna know what to expect from it. I don't know how to explain it in a sense. But I still enjoyed it. I still thought it was cool. From what I've heard from Billy and from what I've heard from you guys loved it to an extent. If it's not like the game's not crashing or anything like that,
Yeah.
for you, or having some weird bugs happening. But I feel like now it's just totally forgotten.
Yeah, it's sort of
It's just like it was a huge thing, and then
now it's just
I was thinking that once they've like completely fixed the game, I would maybe get it and just play it here and there. But yeah, because I don't know what to expect from these types of games. These huge games that come out, don't they usually have like bugs and stuff to start off with? Isn't there usually issues?
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Like no game's going to be 100%.
No. Yeah.
So I was like, why is like surprised sort of thing?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're going into it with like you went into the game with absolutely no expectations. Like you were just watching it for what it was. And so you didn't really find any issues, but I think a lot of the issues came from people who had been like 13 when the first trailer came out, and they've spent like every year of their life being like, so when's the game coming out? And so now it's come out and it hasn't bought them a $15,000 mansion and hasn't got them a hot gamer girl goth girlfriend, and so now they're really angry about it. I do agree with Jono to an extent, because I do think it comes down to a fact of like the game was clearly not finished, and they clearly needed more than the 12 months that they kind of did, and so they should have known from the get-go this isn't going to happen. Yeah. So let's just prolong it for as long as we need for it to come out. Yes, people are going to be pissed off, but I don't think they would have been as pissed off as they are now. I think the biggest disappointment is as well just the and as to be expected is the dog piling, I feel, of it. You know, like for me, my personal experience, I only played it twice, which is a shame because I was really excited about it. I just don't like sci-fi that much. It's something I've realized the older I've gotten. I used to love sci-fi as a kid. The older I've gotten, the less interested I am in sci-fi as a genre. Sorry, internet. I know some of you are going to be very disappointed about that. But yeah, sci-fi just doesn't do it for me. It's similar like BioWare. They make 2 series, Mass Effect and Dragon Age. Love Dragon Age. Incredible. Wonderful. Amazing. Show-stopping. Mass Effect, don't care for. It's basically the same game, just one's in space and one's in a fantasy land. And that's really, like, it's the same kind of game, but I just can't get into Mass Effect. I'm going to try to again for the third time when they remaster it. But, like, you know, I don't know what it is. So I think for Cyberpunk, I played it twice. The first time I got one bug where someone was T-posing in the middle of a nightclub. Will be honest, was a bit odd. Did throw me off the nightclub vibe when there's just a dude just like T-posing in the middle of the place. And it was also weird because he was standing at a balcony as well. So like when I went down to the bottom floor, I just see this guy just like T-posing up on the balcony. And no one's reacting to him. So that was a bit odd. And I think I had, there was another bug that I had, but it wasn't too bad. And I was fine, but other people were having their vehicles go through the floor and things like that, which I could totally get would be very like immersive breaking. So yeah, I definitely think they should have just been like, no, we need another year and a half or another 2 years. And if they released it early, then great. Like, what better than saying we're gonna bring our game out in 2 more years and then going, oh, surprise, we're bringing it out next week. Yeah. Like, that would be great. People would love that. So I just kind of feel like, but I think I reckon it came down to pressure from investors, not fans.
Oh, for sure.
That's the game's been in development for a very long time and they still haven't got their money back. They made it back very quick, but I think it's like we want that money now, not in a year's time, you know?
Yeah, I think that the product lifestyle or like the development life cycle on that was huge. So as an investor, like, where's my money gone?
Yeah,
but
right?
It's interesting when you start to think about they were delaying it and they've delayed it for so long.
Yeah.
And that's the final product.
Yeah.
What was it prior to
What
this?
was it on their initial
like,
release?
what were they really delaying it for?
Yeah.
If they're like okay with ending up like releasing it as is now. So
Yeah.
I don't know. There are bugs on like release for all games.
Oh yeah, Witcher
Like, that's a
3
normal
was a
thing.
buggy mess
Yeah.
upon release as well.
But game breaking is
Yeah.
on a different level.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and like I had a thought and it's gone. It was a good thought, but it's gone. No, it's gone again.
I love it.
It was back and then I lost it again. But yeah, there was something fall.
I don't know. Did you hear that too?
No.
I heard a boof.
Oh, okay. It's the things in the ceiling.
Yeah, no. It was weird. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm seeing ghosts.
This is Gillian seeing Greebles.
Yes, I think.
Um,
I thought I saw something there, but it must be a ghost.
Okay.
It's a gigantic tripod and a camera.
Yeah. Alrighty. Cool. Let's talk about the next thing. So, Jono, it's your turn to pick a cool bean, preferably not orange.
Oh, it's red. Look at that. That's pretty good.
He was eyeing that off. You cheater.
Yeah. I was just like laser focused.
All right. So,
I didn't do it red because there wasn't that many reds.
There was 4 in there, so chances were slim.
okay. So it's hard to explain this
Okay.
without my thing, but basically, there was a dude. Well, not a dude. There.
This is great. I like it.
All right. So there was a dude who decided to build a crypto mining rig in the back of his BMW.
Yeah. Okay.
And he did it just to annoy gamers. So I just thought we could talk about, would you like to build a cryptocurrency rig in the back of your BMW? And if not, why not?
This has just brought to life our what we were talking about like last year.
What were we talking about last year?
What's that TV show back in the day? Pimp My Ride.
Pimp My PC we were
My
talking
PC,
about, but
but
they've integrated it. Oh my gosh,
What the
you're
hell? They
right.
copied us.
There you go. So this person has fitted 6 NVIDIA RTX 3080s, so there's where the supply issue is, everybody. People like this guy have bought it, put it into his BMW i8, and he says that the hybrid car is able to run the rig too.
So how does it work? Wait, sorry, I'm thinking technical.
So, I mean, it's a good question. It's,
Isn't it like counterproductive though? Like it's a hybrid
you
car.
reckon?
Hybrid car. This guy goes and grabs a hybrid car to like, oh yes, it's gonna
Time
be
to do my...
great for the environment. But guess what?
Yeah.
I'm going to slam 3080s in there. What was it? 6 of them.
6, yeah.
I'm going to slam 6 of them big boys in this PC. I'm going to mine some Bitcoin. Like, what is that?
I mean, considering how well Bitcoin's going right now,
but I mean,
probably
like,
wasn't a bad move, to be honest.
Financial decision maybe is
Yeah.
a good one, but I think it's funny. I don't, I mean, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
But it is kind of contradicting, or like, which is weird. Buy a hybrid car, use all the power you can. Although, would it be efficiently running because it's on the car, or it's being powered by the car?
I would assume so.
It's a good question.
That's what I was
Is it really? Like, are you actually going to be able to mine as much as you could, if you were to just put it on the wall?
Yeah, but
socket?
like, would you be saving the environment, Jono?
Yeah, like.
I mean,
I don't get it. Why would it piss game? Oh, unless
they bought 6 38.
That's the only part that we would be pissed at. It's not that you built a
In
PC
your car.
in your car. Like,
yeah.
kudos to you, man. No one
Like, if
gives
you've
a
got the
shit.
time and money, go off, King.
That's
I
grouse,
suppose.
man. I don't care if you build a PC and put it underwater, whatever. But maybe it's the 638.
I think it might
So
be.
like hiding it under the whole mining rig, you're really just trying to piss people off because you bought 6 of them.
Yeah. It says it's fitted into the trunk of the car and can be powered by the car's internal battery. But to boot, as the boot has to remain open though, or else the whole thing overheats. So you just have to have the back open at all times, otherwise it's just gonna overheat and die.
Cool the boot.
The real question is, how is he going to pick up the groceries?
Yeah, right.
Like,
I mean,
that's
is true.
Big thing to think about now.
Also, what if someone tries to steal his car?
Yeah, would his car insurance be like super high because he's got 6 3080s in there?
I'd love the insurance to be like, soz, mate, you're using this for business. You've insured it for personal use.
Oh, you cannot insure it. Sorry,
Soz,
sorry about it.
you can eat a
Cool beans.
bean.
You can
Cool
eat a
beans. Eat a bean. Yeah, and apparently, yep, he just did it. It's not about being practical. It's about aggravating gamers.
What? This guy sounds like a dude.
Okay, that's why everyone is disliking this.
He also claims to have visions of a utopian world run by cryptocurrency.
He has visions.
Visions. I don't know if that's like visions, or just like. Plant,
I don't think
like
he
a
is.
plant,
He
like
just
a-
drives a BMW. Relax.
I mean, then again, have you met people who drives BMWs? Sorry if you drive BMW, but this guy's giving you a bad name.
Cries in Jeep.
Oh, so yeah, I mean, there you go.
That's strange. Alright, I'm gonna go get groceries and at the same time do some gaming.
Mine some cryptocurrency, grab some milk, just part of my average afternoon, right? It doesn't actually say if the car is actually like drivable.
Oh, okay.
It just says that like it's there
Yeah.
with the boot open all the time.
That's just weird.
I mean,
He had nowhere else to build.
Even though he has 6 GPUs, it's not something I really care about, that whole debate of that's where all the 3080s are now. I can't get one.
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
like,
oh yes.
3080 is out of my budget anyway.
Yeah, right?
I
Like,
don't care.
I don't care. I couldn't get one.
I mean,
if
they've
I
bought
wanted
them
one.
all anyway, so like, it's not like they stole them. Why would we get angry about that anyway?
Yeah. It's like how a lot of people are getting angry at content creators for having them, being like, oh, why do you get them? I'm like, well because that's their job. Like, that they can have what? Like, I just don't get it.
Yeah.
It's like being mad at chefs for having really good knives. Like, it's
Yes,
their job.
screw
Like,
you.
it's part of, like, what?
How am I going to cut my capsicum at home to put in my stir fryer?
I am using butter knives to cut my carrots because you buy all the good knives because you're a chef. Oh, ridiculous.
Oh, man. Can't win, and then they'll complain, oh, why is your game graphics so shit or something like that. Sorry.
That's a good loophole.
Yeah, that's right.
And they have to complain about everything.
Yep.
Can't win.
Yep, that's right. Just all need to get in our BMWs, mine cryptocurrency, and just chill out. That's the message
I thought
from
you were
today.
going somewhere else with the beginning of that. And when you're like, a guy, I'm like,
Yeah,
do you
no.
mean a guy here?
A person that we may or may not know, but I am not at liberty to say.
I thought that would have been That would have been a funny twist, but you know.
It's not actually a BMW, it's a Jeep, isn't
It's
it?
a Jeep. Yeah, it's Jono. Jono's
Guy.
Jono. It's Jono. I'm sorry. I'm exposing you, Jono. It was you. You bought
The male's
638. Set up
Why
with
is
that.
it so warm in here?
That's why
all the
Jono
time?
disappears for so long. He's
Yeah.
in there mining his cryptocurrency.
Definitely, 100% checking my Dogecoin.
We should now, whenever we go to be like, oh, guys, be right back. I'm going to go to the bathroom. We'll just be like, hey, guys, go. I'm going to go mine my cryptocurrency.
Gonna go
If
mine.
you know what I mean.
Can I drop a crypto?
Gonna go drop some cryptocurrency. I'll see you guys
Dropping
later.
Up the kids, dropping up the coins.
Dropping up your crypto. All right, well, I think that's a great note to end it on, talking about going to the bathroom. What a great first episode back. See, what a great segment that was. Didn't
Yeah,
you
that was
guys have
great.
fun? We had fun. You got
Yes.
a jelly bean.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, that was.
Great fun was had
That's it.
all
I
around.
loved it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Fine.
All right, well, I guess we'll wrap this up now. Thank you so much for watching out there. We hope you enjoyed. Remember to check us out on places where we are, like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You might be watching this on YouTube right now. If you are, hi. Thanks for sticking around for this long. We appreciate you. Remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We've told you to do that once before, but you might not have been paying attention. Yeah, I see you. I see you on the other tab. I see you over there mining your cryptocurrency, all right? Get a BMW like everybody else. What else? Is that everything? Join our Discord.
Discord, yes. If we always forget Discord.
I always forget Discord.
Yeah.
I think everyone on the Discord forgets the Discord as well. Go on to Discord, say hi, join in, and to make me feel better, feel free to go into the Discord and chat.
Yep.
That'd be real great.
And
Give
let's
us-
play some Battlefield 1.
And let's play some Battlefield. Whoa, we're looking for a clan.
Do it.
Join Gillian's clan,
Easy.
Gil's clan. It'll be great.
Yes.
Cool. All right, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Remember to like the video if you did enjoy it, and drop a comment down below discussing your thoughts of the episode. And subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Also remember, these episodes come out a week earlier in audio-only version, so jump over to our Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or SoundCloud, and you can all listen to this episode a little bit earlier. We'll see you next time.